Let's see, chapter 67. Tremor! Ken screamed when she saw another earthball reflected back at the young guardian. The blast struck Tremor in the stomach and launched him into the ceiling. The young dragon cried out in pain before hitting the floor. Look out! Tremor roared away as several stones fell from the ceiling. But just as he dodged those, Snarl rushed in with a savage slash with his claws across Tremor's chest, sending the green dragon tumbling across the broken floor. Get up! Candace cried helplessly. Yes, get up! Snarl bellowed the young Tremor off the floor. He pinned the dragon to the wall and punched him hard in the stomach. Tremor gasped as all the air rushed out of him. His stomach ached and his insides burned. Blood still trickled from his nose and mouth. There was a new gash along his forehead as well as his right shoulder, and his body was peppered with dark bruises. Snarl frowned. I hate to say that I'm rather disappointed in you, dragon. He turned and heard Tremor against the opposite wall again. He lumbered over his guard and struggled to recover from the blow. The wolf bent down and grasped Tremor around the neck and brought their faces together. For big as a poached guardian, you're not as strong as you should be. He growled and touched Tremor again. Leave him alone! Candace shouted. She could feel her temper rising. Snarl ignored the ice dragon and grabbed Tremor again. You dragons pride yourselves in your abilities to use the special elemental powers. But I'm going to bet my life that you couldn't hold your own against another with the same gift as you. I said to stop it! Candace shrieked. Her eyes were glowing and her icy energy was beginning to swell up inside of her. The elf turned his head and gave an annoyed look. Don't be in such a hurry to die. I'll get to you soon enough. You don't have guts, Candace hissed as clouds of frost jet between her bare teeth. Her eyes and powers began to expand out from her body. The frozen water drops began to harden across her body, forming an extra layer of armor. Askets grew out from her shoulders and across her chest to form a protective guard. The wall behind her was white with frost and seemed to glow as angrily as Candace's eyes. Snarl drove Tremor's body and turned towards Candace. As you wish. If you'd rather die before him, then I suppose it would be more enjoyable to watch him suffer even more. Candace had heard enough. She gave a sharp cough as Snarl bellowed in pain. The elf staggered back, clutching at the icy spike that was lodged deep in his shoulder just above his clavicle. He had just now missed being impaled to the throat because he jerked just in time. Candace hissed menacingly and fired another spike into the knee that Tremor had struck earlier. The elf howled and fell to his knee. Outside, the guards opened a hatch on the door and peered in. Candace's energy was spreading rapidly throughout the chamber, covering the walls and ceiling in ghostly pale frost. The guards stepped back and clutched at their faces, whimpering like cubs as the jagged ice particles stung their eyes. I think Tremor is a saint for not going ballistic on you keeping his promise to me, Candace growled. But I can never forgive what you did to his sister and put him through. I'm not asking for your pity or forgiveness, dragon. Snarl grabbed the spear that was lodged in his leg, and with an agonized yell, yanked it out. His blood splattered across the floor and hands as he gripped his wounded limb. He took a couple quick breaths before grabbing a stone off the floor and crushing it in his hand. The broken bits fell into his wound and mashed together to create a hard, protective brace for his leg. Candace glared at the wolf as he began to glow with green energy. When Snarl raised his head, his eyes were glowing. He rose to his feet and grabbed his bladed weapon. Candace remained steadfast as the wolf later approached her. Snarl slowly raised his blade and brought the point at Candace's eye level. The dragon's narrowed eyes and eyes began to form on the blade. Snarl bared his fangs and growled at her defiance. He barked furiously and swung the killing blow. I feel weak, Spyro whimpered to himself. He was curled up in a fetal ball, surrounded by darkness again. You are weak, Melford's voice echoed in his head. No, I'm not weak. I'm a lot stronger than you are, Spyro snarled subversively. That may have been true at one point in time, young dragon, said the Dark Master, but you are in my realm now. And here I rule. A pair of sinister yellow eyes appeared and the darkness shattered. Spyro opened his eyes slightly. His vision wavered slightly, but focused after a brief moment of nausea. He was no longer inside the cage anymore, but still remained suspended by an invisible force. Down below he could see Malfoy smiling at him. Good to see you awake, young dragon, the Dark Master gave an acknowledging nod. Malfoy. Spyro ground bared his teeth. Didn't realize what he was staring at. Wait, you're alive? But how is this possible? Spyro, when are you going to learn that anything is possible? Link shook his head as he walked up beside the Dark Master. It's because of you that I was able to bring Malfoy back. No, that's a lie, Spyro snapped. I'd never willing to do such a thing. You didn't have to, Malfoy snorted. It's the same story as last time. Everything you've done has been a part of my plan to come back and to make your life a living hell. If that's the case, then why have you been able to steal my powers? You've tried so hard, but you've gotten nothing out of it. Melfa frowned and struck Spyro with his long claws. Spyro cried as he flew back and hit the wall before crumbling to the floor. The purple dragon tried to get to his feet, but his engine was draining fast. Melfa lumbered up to him and brought his massive head down close to Spyro's. I would admit that you and your little guardian friends have been an immense thorn in my side from the beginning. But can I tell you now that they are all dead? What? Spyro's eyes widened in horror. That can't be. You're lying. I've never lied to you before, young dragon. Why should I start now? Melfa gave an insulted howl, and a puff of fire burst from his mouth. Spyro shrank back and watched as the flames dissipated into a cloud of black smoke. That was from your fire guardian flame. He put up quite a fight, but in the end he succumbed to his injuries. And Melfa turned his head and unleashed a wave of fire to melt through the stones in the wall. Spyro shielded himself behind his wing from the intense heat. When the blaze died down, Melfa looked back at Spyro with a malevolent grin on his face. Thanks to his friend. Amber, I believe, is what he created for her, but fire blast is twice as strong as before. No, Amber. Spyro felt his heart sink. Melfa laughed and turned towards the opposite wall and roared. A blast of ice streamed from his throat, surrounded by waves of electric energy. The ice hit the wall, freezing the stones before destroying them with the bolts of lightning. The ice dragon didn't put up much of a fight, Link explained as he walked up to a devastated Spyro. She was too grief-stricken for legitimate that she just sat there and waited for Malfoy to kill her. That's not true, Spyro shouted with tears in his eyes. Candace is nothing like that. She's not weak-minded like that. I know she would have fought back with everything she had. Believe what you want, Spyro. Lena shrugged. But Candace and Don too out to shelter herself in front of Malfoy to try and save her. It was because of Candace that Stella died. Though I would have liked her to stay around as my mate, I can't argue with their souls. Black Dragon thrust his chest out and spread his wings as he began to glow with convexity. I had the power I've always wanted. Plus, I still have quite a picking from the female black dragons we captured during the raid on Dragon City. You bastard! Spyro gritted his teeth and swung at Liam, but was too weak to connect with any power. Liam grabbed Spyro's wrist in his jaws and hurled him against the glowing hot rocks Malfoy had met with his fire breath. Spyro screamed as the scales on his back began to burn away. He flung himself onto the floor, desperate to relieve the stinging pain in his back on the chill stones of the floor. Don't be so quick to judge, Spyro. Liam continued with his verbal torment. For a while I was beginning to hate you since it looked like I won't be able to acquire the power I wanted. But now that I've got it, I'm going to do you a favor. Do me a favor, and don't! Spyro sat on the Black Dragon's chest. Just in fury, Liam, they slammed the paw down Spyro's wrist before letting loose a surge of dark lightning. Spyro screamed in agony as he felt the energy tear him apart from the inside out. When Leon removed his paw, he stepped back, letting the purple dragon twitch and convulse on the floor like a dying fish out of water. I'm so thankful to you, Spyro. Leon shrugged. So in return I promise that after you're dead, I will take care of Spyro for you. Cinder? Spyro raised his head off the floor. It felt heavy. Across the room, a pair of white eyes shined through the darkness of the hallways. Spyro's eyes grew wide as the black dragon strode casually into the room. Her eyes were void of emotion, and her skins were no longer the elegant, graceful black he had come to love so much, but rather pitch black, in which all light seemed to disappear into. Cinder! Spyro called after her, but the dragons paid him no attention. She really is a great catch. Leon sneered as the dragon stepped beside him, their head on his shoulder. Leon turned and brought a new upon her chin. Spyro's eyes went in horror as the black dragons locked lips. Spyro's pupils shrank as his heart rate quickened. Leon broke to kiss his lips lustily. Yeah, I'll be sure to take very good care of her. No! Spyro roared. Cinder! The purple dragon was suddenly on his feet, convexity erupting from his body. Spyro's faded purple scales flashed silver before turning the darkest black Leon had ever seen. His purple eyes flashed with violet energy before shining with pure white hate. Flames of dark magic licked at the rim of his mouth, and convexity came in steaming gusts from the gash Malfoy had left across his body. Leon did his best to remain calm in the face of the enraged dark dragon, but Malfoy sensed his fear. Do not worry. He's no threat to us here. That's what you think, Dark Spyro snarled, his voice warped by darkness inside his heart. I'm going to kill every last one of you. Cinder screamed and collapsed to the floor. Cinder, what's wrong? What's going on? Cinder cried. She rushed over to her friend lay on the floor, clutching at her hand, trembling in fear. It's Spyro. I can feel him. I feel his pain. We're losing him. What? Flint gasped. Losing him? We have to get out of here. Amber shouted. We can't afford to wait for a rescue. But how? Flint demanded. That bear's just what's keeping us in here. Well, we have to try. Amber shot back. I'm not going to sit back and lose another friend without a fight. Then let's get to work. Stella fumed and pushed past the two fire breathers. She planted herself in the middle of the room and spread her wings wide. With a piercing cry, she unleashed a burst of lightning at the door. The wood shattered and started to come back together. Just as it was nearly fixed, the splinter stopped moving. The guardians gasped as they saw a splintered wood hover around the area where Stella was focusing her lightning. At last, Stella needed to take a breath. Lightning crackled around her body, and her manifested adult self appeared with an angry roar. The dragons pitched their heads forward and fired another concentrated bolt to smash both doors. The electric energies warped against the barrier, but the shield still refused to yield. "Have some of this!" Ember hailed with everything she had and fired a white-hot beam of burning energy. "You're not leaving me out," Flame growled. He let loose a furious roar, and his body shook as energy rippled through him. The red flame-like markings lit up across his hide, and his eyes burned with scarlet energy. The fire guardian's jaws opened wide, and a crimson beam burst from the back of his throat. The barrier warped even more, but still remained intact. Senna got off the floor and staggered over to the dragons. Her head spun and her stomach churned violently. The black dragoness spread her wings, her tail blade lashing the air as she gathered her power. Senna let out a cry and unleashed a wave of convexity. The combined roars of the dragons thundered throughout the castle. The barrier began to warp itself and bend from the combined powers of the guardians. "I think we've got it now," Flynn called. No sooner had he spoken than the barrier began to fight back. With a bright flash of light, the energy was reflected back to the young dragons and sent all four of them crashing to the far wall. As the dust began to settle, Ember opened her eyes to see the door repairing itself again. "Oh, no you don't," she growled and sprang to her feet. She fired a barrage of sparklers that exploded against the wood, shattering it again. This gave her the time she needed to draw up her power from deep within. The pink dragoness released everything she had into one concentrated blast of fire. "I've got your back," Flame yelled and moved up beside her. His red markings were glowing bright and sending up wisps of fire and smoke. The guardian reared his head back and swore with all his might. Stella shook her head and staggered to her feet. After a couple deep breaths, her body shook as her power began to rise up once again. The lightning guardian launched forward, and her manifested self struck the door head-on, pushing with all her might against it. "Hang on, Spyro," Cinder whispered as she became shrouded in convexity. The black dragon began to grow as her energy built up from her body. The adult dragoness's eyes flashed red, and she let loose a piercing cry to shut the remains of the door and the wall around it. "We're coming for you. Just hold out a little longer."